woman, get up off your knees. They a little too ashy, and stop letting people use you as a rag. I'm holding you accountable because I want you to do better, not because I want to see you on your knees. I want to see you on your feet.
Exactly.
If you have to hold a black woman accountable, you're always going to fail. That's something that has to pick up on. And I don't know how we go from workplace etiquette to bulldagging, hunching. I don't know why we.
I'm addressing it across all. Listen.
We were talking about how black women have to deal with, what do they call it, white fragility. So to Jess's and Miss Deja's point, the white woman I was talking about went and told everybody that she was trying to fight her. She called her a B word. And it's like you had to add that stuff on because you knew if you went and told HR, well, I said, did she want a fucking or a freaking gold star? And she turned around and said, she didn't want shit from me. HR is going to hold her accountable and your ass accountable.
Have y'all think about it like this. This is the question. No. Think about it like this, Dalen. Let me help you.
Okay.
When you think about how you speak and how you act, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Could you live with another you?
No.
Me? Absolutely.
No. With all the snatching saws and, and loud and sassy, whatever they do, the mannerisms, they couldn't live with each other. That's why there are very few friends between each other. That's why they're always getting in fights with each other. If we're going to be honest. So now imagine a man enduring that for years and years and years. Like I said, some guys have never met a nice, soft, feminine black woman. Because from their mama, from their sisters, from their aunties, all they know is aggressive women.
Think about it before you answer.
Okay.
Yes.
From personality and how I carry myself.
Live, work, and play with you, a duplicate of you, and say, I had to work with this person every single day for the rest of my life.
Absolutely, because I'm easy to work with. I'm about so why don't you let people tell you what it is before
because I'm not gonna let y'all lie to me tonight.
I need to lie about my professional work history. That's one of the main. This is why black women thrive, because they know how.
What happens when you call you a stupid bitch with a dog?
But that's the thing. I would never call you. First of all, we're not talking about our dogs. We're not talking about our men.
No, you just said it to me. Because see, the thing about you, think about it. The thing about you is that you know what you thinking about you.
I
Because
do.
you the one that be thinking it. So just because you don't say it, don't mean that you're not thinking it. So when you realize that the other you is looking at you like a fucking bitch and saying, yo dumbass. How are you gonna
girl?
How are you gonna react to you?
Well, I wouldn't say, well, Dalen, you're being a bitch. I'd be like, well, bitch, I'm not being a bitch. I'm being a cunt, like every day. So let's just do this work, get it done, and then we can go home.
And you think that makes sense in society today.
You said for myself.
You can't understand why when y'all go into a restaurant, all of the servers say, "Oh shit."
Well, absolutely not, because the black women you're talking about are the ones that have not learned how to conduct themselves appropriately. And
you don't fit that stereotype, right?
No, I don't. And you know what, Anton? I think the truth and reality in which I'm displaying now contradicts the lies you try to purport about me. I'm say that again. How I really am contradicts what you believe about me. Like you think I'm this ghetto.
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about a reflection of what. Listen. When I'm on my way into Delta and I drive by the Spirit line, right, and I see all of my queens.
I like Spirit.
Nothing wrong with Spirit. I heard that they got great rewards. And I see all of my queens.
Nobody ever died on Spirit, but these other
That's a fact. Shout out to Spirit. I have no problems with you. If you're going to sponsor a show, make sure you get in touch with me. When I'm driving by Delta and I go by that other terminal, because you got to go past the other terminal to get to the Delta terminal over here at DTW. And I look over and I see that they got their pillows.
Bonnets.
A lot of their pillows be for their knees because they about to go get their BBLs and stuff like that, right?
Oh my God.
I see him talking to the gate agent, and it's always this.
Yeah, the twisting the fingers, the neck. It's like I could never do it. Like personally, I don't think I've ever encountered a woman. I've seen it like happen to other guys, but I've like in public, I've never like engaged with a black woman doing all this because I probably would walk away. I wouldn't stay there. Some guys stay there for it. I don't have the patience for that, so I wouldn't stay.
Because I can't hear them. I got my window rolled up. And the gate agent is sitting there like, oh shit. And they trying to stuff y'all fucking bag in because you're trying to get the fees taken off and all of that shit, right? Do you realize that this is not a stereotype, that this is exactly who y'all are?
It's not everybody has a one side and another side. Every race, you have white people, rednecks, black people, niggers, or niggas. You have Indians and dirty people because it stank over there. Like every race has its.
How racist you are?
A and B. That isn't racist. That was prejudice. But at the same time,
thing.
we have to acknowledge that because I'm being prejudiced or racist to my own people. Every time we defend the quality people that are facing the same result, you come bringing up Shaquitas and Shaquanas. Well, let's talk about the Lolas and the Qs and the Justice and the Jaylens. Why don't we talk about
They're not out in public displaying. If they are doing it, we don't see it on a regular basis.
You got trapped. He just diverted the conversation to.
I ain't got trapped. I'm a grown ass woman. What is you talking about, girl?
Now,
also, the ladies who call themselves they're a different type of black women and they're non-ghetto or ratchet. They don't check the women who are ghetto or ratchet. They stay away from them. They never even try to hold them accountable. You know, even in social media, in the comments, you can see these ones who call themselves, oh, we are non-ghetto. They agree with everything Sexy Red and all those other ones the gorillas do. You know, on social media, they agree with them. So it's like, okay, sure, you're not acting like these other ratchet women, but are you speaking up? You're not.
we was not talking about.
What I am saying is,
Right.
don't have nothing to do with no. We're talking about the majority and the loudest voices. Now,
Yes.
if you truly believe these things, get louder, shut them down,
Yep.
shame them. Like, make shaming great again. I should get a hat.
Yes, honey. Yes.
But is that what we were addressing, Nikki? Because I don't like
to address the statement you made because you just been running your mouth. So I really wanted to address what you just said because it don't make sense. Like it just really don't make sense. I want you all to think logically.
Okay,
That's all I want. I love y'all. That's why I do what I do. That's literally why I just do the work I do in the community. That's why I do what I do. That's why I say what I say. Like, I love y'all, but y'all have got to stop. Like, y'all are literally, I'm finna hit my Jasmine Crockett. Y'all are literally damn mess.
Well, maybe that's why you carrying on the way
You
you
say
are.
nothing about liking. I said I'm finna be Jasmine Crockett.
I wouldn't say nothing of the like.
Because I know you probably love her.
Why would I? Why would I love
You act like her.
everyone on here knows that I'm a
You act like her.
supporter. I act like
I
Jack.
don't- You don't act like
A ratchet hood booger that has no home training.
Well, I don't know if you act like a ratchet hood booger, but you are loud and you are the stereotype that we are talking about.
Oh. Yo, there's nothing more I love than when an older class full of class woman holds another woman accountable. Because let's be honest, she's been talking the most from every other woman on the panel. But this lady's like, you know what? You're loud. You're ratchet. You know, because if you're not ratchet, she'll try to talk too, but she was not talking the way this one is talking. You know, so shout out to Anton. I'll put the link down below, man.